have a simple circuit that connects from ground to a limiting resistor to the LED, then back to the board. The only difference is we adjusted the brightness of the LED. In order to do that, we used a for function that created 5 different values from 0 to 255 that changes the brightness of the LED at 0, 25, 50, 75 to 100%. By doing that, we then used analog write to create the pulse width modulation to create the adjusting brightness. Here we have a circuit that contains a potentiometer, a DC motor, a transistor, and a diode. In order for the DC motor to work, it needs to go from ground to the transistor, then that transistor connects to the motor. A diode is parallel to the motor in order to divert the voltage spikes from the motor so then the transistor will not damage. The potentiometer is used to send a signal to the board, which that board will send out to the transistor, which will then start the DC motor. As I will show you when I turn on the potentiometer or I adjust it, you can hear the motor starting, but it's not enough voltage for it to start running. So I raise it up some more, and the motor will start. So now I can fully adjust the speed of the motor. Here we have the same circuit built as in the previous objective, but we just added in a push button. This push button is connected from ground to a resistor, then that gets sent to the board. Also, that signal is connected to the push button, then to 5 volts. In order for the DC motor to work, the potentiometer value needs to read over 500 and the push button needs to be pressed. Once those two are done, the DC motor will start. As you can see from the serial monitor, the value is 572, and once I push the push button, the motor should start, as you can see. When I reduce the value under 400, as you can see, or under 500, excuse me, as you can see it is 378 right now, and I push the push button, the motor doesn't start.